Imagine taking one single step, and in that moment, every fear you ever carried disappears. No more anxiety, no more regret, no more pain in your chest at night, just peace, pure peace, the kind of peace you have never felt before. Now imagine that this is not a dream. This is the first step into paradise. The Quran describes a moment when the believers are guided into gardens beneath which rivers flow. In Surah Muhammad, paradise is described as gardens with rivers of water that never spoil, rivers of milk whose taste never changes, rivers of wine that bring joy but no harm, and rivers of pure honey. Stop and think about that. Water that never becomes dirty, milk that never goes sour, sweetness that never fades. Nothing in this world lasts like that. Everything here expires. Everything here fades. But there, nothing fades. Picture yourself standing at the entrance. The day of judgment is over. The fear is gone. The waiting is finished. You survived the accountability. You saw your record, and by Allah's mercy, you are among those who are saved. Your heart is still beating fast, but not from fear anymore. It is from disbelief. Is this really happening? Then you are welcomed with peace. The Quran says the greeting of the people of paradise is peace. No harsh voices, no anger, no stress, only calm words. And when you step forward, you realize something powerful. The sadness you carried in dunya is gone. That Quran tells us there will be no fear upon them, nor will they grieve. That heavy feeling you had when you lost someone, that regret over mistakes, that silent worry about the future, it is removed completely. And then you see it. Gardens beyond imagination, green deeper than any forest on earth, rivers flowing gently beneath palaces and trees. You can hear the water, soft and calming. It does not rush wildly. It flows in perfect peace. The air feels light, not too hot, not too cold. The Quran describes shade that is extended, comfort that never ends. You are not tired, you are not hungry unless you want to eat. And when you eat, it is pleasure without pain, no sickness, no stomach aches, no weakness. In Surah Ar-Rahman, Allah describes two gardens for those who feared standing before their Lord. In them are branches spreading wide, and in them are two flowing springs. In them are fruits of every kind, in pairs. Think about every fruit you love. Now imagine it better, sweeter, fresher, and you don't have to work for it. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to worry about losing it. But here is the most powerful part. The real beauty of paradise is not just the rivers. It is not just the fruits. It is not just the comfort. It is the feeling of safety, complete safety. In this world, even when you are happy, you are scared it might end. When you love someone, you fear losing them. When you succeed, you fear failure. But in paradise, there is no ending. No countdown, no death waiting in the background. The Quran says they will abide therein forever, forever. Let that word sit in your heart. And as you walk deeper into your garden, you remember the nights you struggled, the prayers you made when no one saw you, the sins you cried over, the patience you tried to hold on to. None of it was wasted. Not one tear. Not one sincere repentance. Allah promised that He does not let the reward of good be lost. And imagine meeting others there, faces shining, hearts clean, no jealousy, no hatred. The Quran says that whatever is in their chests of resentment will be removed. Can you imagine relationships with zero misunderstanding, zero betrayal, just love for the sake of Allah? This is why we share these reminders on life after death stories. not to scare you, not to overwhelm you, but to remind you that beyond the darkness of the grave and the fear of judgment, there is hope so beautiful that it makes every struggle worth it. And here is something that should make you pause. The Quran asks, "Which of the favors of your Lord will you deny?" After describing these gardens, these rivers, this peace, this honor, what excuse would we have to turn away? Your first step into paradise is not random. It is built right now, in small choices, in quiet prayers, in moments when you choose patience over anger, in moments when you remember Allah even when life feels busy. Every small act is planting something. Maybe a tree, maybe a river, maybe a palace you cannot yet see. One day, if Allah wills, you will stand there at the edge of something eternal. And when you take that first step, you will realize that every test in this world was tiny compared to what waited ahead. So ask yourself tonight, if that step was tomorrow, would you be ready? If this reminder touched your heart, share in the comments what you imagine your first moment in paradise would feel like. Would it be relief, joy, tears of gratitude? Let's reflect together. Like this video if it strengthened your hope, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that after hardship comes something far greater. Because the promise of paradise is real, and the first step toward it begins now.